So the Atlanta Hawks win the NBA lottery in a year where they say there's no clear choice for the number one pick. Okay, and let's play. We're gonna play this. Okay, I don't know if I can play it. I'm probably gonna pause it, but here are the numbers.
The 14th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft presented by State Farm will be made by the Portland Trailblazers.
Okay, so Portland's gonna have the 14th pick, right? And you see it right here. 13, we get Sacramento and the Kings. This will be the upcoming June 26th draft. OKC number 12, and it'll be the Bulls at 11. The Utah Jazz at 10. You see the Memphis Grizzlies at 9. The Spurs at 8. Portland at 7. Is this just the top 5? 6 with Charlotte and the Hornets. The Pistons with 5. Okay. Number 4. Oh, the 4th and the 8th pick. The San Antonio Spurs. Look at the character on the left. Looks frustrated. The Rockets with the 3rd pick.
2024 NBA Draft goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, the Hawks with the 1st pick. Who gets number 2? Oh, the Washington Wizards pick up number 2.
Goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
All right, and you see Landry Fields right here.
An absolute stunner. The Atlanta Hawks with the second.
Oh, let me cut the music. Right there.
With the second lowest pre-draft position to end up with the number 1 pick. They have never won the lottery before.
Ooh, that music's gonna hurt. I know that music's gonna hurt. There you see it right there. Draft lottery won by the Atlanta Hawks, right? And that was Landry Fields. Here he is, former basketball shooting guard. He's only age 35. American professional basketball executive and former player, the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA. Fields played 5 seasons in the NBA for the Knicks and the Raptors from 2010 through 2015. So 2015, 20 plus 15, 35. Age 35. Born in 88. Trump equals 88. Heavily trending. Look how he's picked number 39 right there. Look over on the right. Pick 39. That's interesting because when I go to the calculator over here, and watch how this connects here later too. Canada equals 39. And that's super interesting because who else is trending? Drake equals 39, and you're going to see how it all comes together. And that's on the fly right there, y'all. Okay, and I'm going to try to make it semi-quick. Okay, so you saw that right there, and I got the window cracked. It's pretty nice out here in Arizona right now. Hopefully I don't have to shut it. Okay, so you see that? The Hawks win the NBA draft lottery Sunday. Came in facing slim odds. They walked away with their biggest victory in years, landing the number 1 pick and a potential cornerstone player in a year where there's no clear-cut choice. At least I can go home and tell my wife on Mother's Day, hey, at least we won the lottery. General Manager Landry Fields said. You have Landry Shamet in the NBA still, don't you? That's her present. Yeah, there we go. The Hawks. Okay, let's go forward. So in our language here, Atlanta Hawks and number one pick, how they put it, NO number one pick equals 32 in the reduction ciphers. Atlanta and number one pick in ordinal, you get 69. All right, and that's the alphabet forwards with the English language. 69, Atlanta, and number one pick. Atlanta Hawks, right? Hawks win NBA lottery in year where there's no clear choice, they say. And let's go look at it. Let's go pull that up real quick. Who could potentially go number one in the NBA draft? No ceilings. Oh, we have Alex Sarr that pops up. Though the drama is already all but over regarding who will be number one pick, Alexander Sarr. That's interesting, French, because you had Rudy Gobert with the French connection and the Utah Jazz. Now he's on Minnesota. Ooh, and you got Sarr like SARS. And Gobert was synced up with the 1-9 COVID. He was touching all the mics and he caught it, remember, before the last selection? That is no coincidence. Now you get a guy that sounds like SARS. Wow. Right there. And remember, the Indiana Fever selected Caitlin Clark, 19 years old, the April 26th birthday. The draft is on 6/26. 7'1". Wow, okay. So that guy pops up out of France. Look at his name, Alexander Dam Sarr. The Perth Wildcats, 7'1". 71's the 20th prime. Oh my gosh. Damn it. No pun intended. Number 20. He's got number 20. And the 20th prime is 71. And he's 7'1". Just on the fly. Sarr. Damn. Sarr like SARS. And Gobert synced up with the mics and the COVID, right? How do you put it? Like that? Wow, look at that. SARS-CoV-2. Can you believe it? With the NBA? Come on, guys. Is a strain of the species severe acute respiratory syndrome related coronavirus. I gotta read it. Oh my God. Gobert touching the mics and he gets COVID. Come on, y'all. This has been cycling back around now. Damn. None of this was planned. This video, anyways, that I'm making. He touches the mics. And you got the rap beef with the mics. Oh my gosh. And he gets corona. Oh, we really have to move forward. Why do they... Look what they're doing to us, y'all. Look what they're doing to us. So that's the guy who picked up. Maybe we'll go look again. Okay, so it's a 46-day span. It says, look, from Sunday, and that was Mother's Day, right? That's interesting. May 12th right here. Very, very, very interesting. You get May 12th from that day, the draft. Or, excuse me, the article. The Hawks won the NBA draft lottery on Sunday, May 12th. From that day to the draft on the 26th, the 46-day span. And you see NBA draft lottery, number one draft pick, and NBA equal the 46 reversed way, right? 64. You reverse 46, you get 64. Look at the 181 in NBA draft lottery and number one draft pick. That's forwards and reverse with the language. Wow, well, look at that 64. 46 days is the same as 6 weeks, 4 days. How about that? So you get a 64 there. And the Hawks choose first in the 24 draft. presented by State Farm, which will be held Thursday, June 26th, Friday, June 27th. So is that 2 rounds? And the Hawks had 46 losses. Okay, 46-day span from winning the lottery to the draft with those 64s right there. 6 weeks, 4 days is the equivalent is 46 days. And they have the 46. Well, hold on. Did they cut the... Oh, okay. You still get 82 games, the NBA. 36 and 46. You see it right there. The Hawks hit the jackpot despite 3% odds after finishing 10th in the Eastern Conference. At 36 and 46, they dropped their final 6 regular season games and lost to the Chicago Bulls in the first round of the play-in tournament. It was a shock, said Fields, who grinned ear to ear when Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum announced the Hawks as the winners. When I first saw that it wasn't us between 10 and 12, that launched us into the top 4. I was like, all right, we've got a real shot at this thing. A bit of surprise, but a lot of excitement. And that 181 with NBA draft lottery and number 1 draft pick, that's the 42nd prime number. NBA lottery as the 42. All right. And look at the Hawks right here. Hawks equals 62 with the English language forwards. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. And the draft is on 626, right? Or 26/6, like a 26, right? And then Hawks equals 62. And look at Landry Fields with the 6 on the jersey as a member of the Knicks when he was a player. And he's in his 36th year of life, right? Because he's 35, right? So you get the 36th year of life as well. We do that on the fly. And that's going to connect more. And that's even going to connect more. Wow. Yeah, because they had the 36 wins. So you get 3-6. He's in his 36th year of life. He's age 35. Okay, and the 46 losses connects. You with me, y'all? He's got the 6 with New York. And look, he played for the Raptors here. And we hit on that 39 connection on the fly earlier. Landry, Addison, Fields here. So he's got the 6 and the 2 as a player on the jerseys right there. That's amazing. And now he ends up as a GM for the Hawks when Hawks equals 62. And then the draft is on 26/6, like 26. Or, just 626. You get the 6 and the 2s regardless. Wow. And it's not a coincidence that his birthday is June 27th. And that's the second round starts June 27th as the draft starts one day before the birthday. Okay? And they want to know, how did they get number 1? The 2024 NBA draft is on 6/26, June 26th, and the 27th. Landry Fields with the birthday on the 27th, and it's in New York. Barclays, Brooklyn. Wow, there's more with Barclays. What's been hitting with Oh, never mind. I'm thinking about something else. Amazing. The draft will be held in 2 different rounds. And you see it all hit right there. At ESPN's Seaport District Studios in New York, the second round. And the first round at Barclays. And he looks like Landry Shamet, doesn't he, a little bit? Let's go look at Landry Shamet. And this is a young GM here. Here he is. He looks like a few different characters. Maybe he's related to Trae Young as well. And Trae Young got drafted by Dallas, didn't he? I'll have to look into that. Who drafted Trae Young originally? Dallas. They're still in there, right? What about Landry Shamet? This guy looks like Landry Shamet a little bit as well. He's got the 20 on the jersey. We connected the 20th prime being 71 earlier. I don't know. I can't remember how we did that, but there's Shamet on a lot of teams. You get another Landry and a character who looks similar as well, right? Landry Shamet, Landry Fields. It's going to take forever to pull up. Okay, we'll just do it like this. Oops, I spelled it wrong. There's Landry Fields. Okay, now let's go the GM. Let's put GM and general manager in over here. GM equals 20. GM equals 11. Trae Young's got the 11. Let's spell it right. General equals 62 and 35. He's age 35. And there's the 62 again. He had the 6 and the 2 in the jersey. And the draft is 626. And was it Hawks that equaled 62? What's going on, y'all? General manager, that 121, I see. Okay, y'all. And the 121, that hits with Kim Kardashian's birthday, who's trending 10/21. And that connects in our next decode I already have lined up. I put 2 together. I'm dropping 1, and then I'm going to come back with another one here shortly after. I already have it put together. You'll see that connection there. Right? Okay, so there's going to be more there. Let's go back over here. There's definitely more in our decode here, y'all. So you get interesting character here. You all may be making another connection before I get to it, and it may be in the thumbnail, right? So the Hawks haven't won a postseason series since a surprising run to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. No coincidence they're back now, right? Trending right here. They got knocked out in the first round in 22-23. Atlanta has some big decisions to make this offseason, including whether to break up its backcourt of Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. Fields can build with the number 1 pick, assuming he keeps it, though it's not clear. I would. You get the 115 there. We had the 11th day of the 5th month just hit, didn't we? We did, right? And was Mother's Day the 12th, the day after? So are we on the 14th today? Tuesday? Or wait, it's the 13th, right? Dang, it's still on the 13th. I took a nice nap and ended up back with y'all the same day. Amazing. So you get that 115 right there. Oh, Atlanta equals 15. Atlanta equals 15, y'all. Look at how they have the same birthdays. DeJounte Murray, the backcourt here, right? DeJounte Murray and Trae Young have the same birthdays. Y'all, September 19th. And look, it connects with another trending story. Boardwalk Empire, first episode date, Steve Buscemi, and he's in The Sopranos. He got punched last Wednesday. He's got the same birthday as the first episode date. Or, excuse me, they have the same birthday as the first episode date of Boardwalk Empire, and he gets punched while walking. Steve Buscemi. Boardwalk Empire actor, and this was one of the last decodes. Come on, y'all. The language. Punched while walking in New York City. Boardwalk Empire actor. And The Sopranos. So you see, all of these stories are connected, y'all. Okay, so the Atlanta Hawks, it doesn't matter what the story, y'all. It's all by the numbers. Everything's ran on letters and numbers. Washington, Houston, San Antonio, and Detroit rounded out the top 5. And you get the draft date again in Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Houston both equal 112, okay? And Atlanta was synced up. They lost. Wasn't it the play-in game to the Bulls? Chicago Bulls equals 112. Houston equals 112. Brooklyn equals 112. Just all on the fly here. Houston coach Ime Udoka was thrilled to get the third pick after the Rockets went 41-41 and missed the playoffs for the fourth straight year. Atlanta has some big decisions to make this offseason. Okay, we read that. Our group has been fantastic. Oh, let me hit that. All right, I am now awake. Atlanta, our group has been fantastic, Fields said. There's a whole lot of trust. They put in the work. Well, kind of lean into our process and take it from there. And even DeJounte Murray's got the number 5, right? And backcourt teammate here, tandem, Trae Young. Trae Young was drafted 5th overall in his draft in 2018. And he was drafted by Dallas again and was traded to the Hawks along with a protected future first-round pick in exchange for the rights to the 3rd overall pick, Luka Doncic. Okay, probably another connection there, y'all. Amazing how time flies. And you see all of those 64s. So you can add DeJounte Murray with the 64 there. Another 64. And then we can go back and show this again. And we had the 46-day span from winning the lottery to the draft date, right? And we could go back over here, and there's those 64s again. And there's the 46-day span from landing the number 1 pick to the draft. The same as 6 weeks, 4 days. So now you can add DeJounte to the 64 list, right? Right there, DeJounte Murray, 64. And he was drafted, that'll come up here in a bit. He was drafted 29, but you see just the connection there by the numbers, right? And there's the other picks. The Hornets, number 6. The Trailblazers are going to have 7, 8 for the Spurs, 9 for the Grizzlies, 10 for Utah. All right, y'all? And the Atlanta Hawks equals 131, and the Bulls scored 131 against the Hawks in that play-in tournament game, and the Bulls pick up the victory. Let's look at since we pulled that up, let's look at the Bulls real quick. Chicago Bulls.
Okay. On April 19th, the Bulls played the Heat. The final score was 112-91 Heat.
When Chicago Bulls equals 112. So that was their last game. April 19th, it looks like. And Chicago Bulls equals 112 with the Brooklyn thing. So you see how even on the fly, it's all by the numbers, right? And Chicago's got that 46 even, and 35. But look, Chicago Bulls 112. Houston as the Rockets 112. And then Brooklyn where MJ's born. And that's where the draft is at Barclays. Brooklyn 112. Just to show you that. Let's go back over here. Okay, so yeah, they lose their last game, and the Bulls have 131 against them, and Atlanta Hawks equals 131. Now we're gonna go a little deeper in our connection here. Okay, so you got to look at the character here, right? Look, you saw the 2 and the 6. Yeah, and he looked. What about Justin Skylar Fields, American football quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Justin Fields. And then you get Landry Fields. We showed Landry Shamet. Also, we know these characters are connected. Landry Addison Fields, American professional basketball executive and former player, the GM of the Hawks now for the NBA, played with the Knicks and the Raptors. So we're building into something here. Yeah, he looks like Justin Fields a little bit as well. I'm just showing like with the names, maybe not so much the look, but look at the names. You get Justin Fields right there. And you get that Chicago connection, even though he's on Pittsburgh now. Look at, he's got the 51 on the jersey. And there's a number 1. And Atlanta's got the number 1 pick. And you get a 51. We just hit with DeJounte Johnson and Trae Young with the 115. Justin Fields, Trae Young. And you had Landry Shamet, DeJounte Johnson. There's going to be more there that I'm not seeing as well. But, and what about Thomas Wade Landry? Was an American professional football coach, player, and World War II veteran, regarded as one of the greatest head coaches of all time. He was the first head coach of the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL, a position held for 29 seasons. And DeJounte Murray drafted 29th overall. This is very interesting. And look, 2016, 20 plus 16 is 36. Landry Fields, 36th year of life, 36 victories for the Hawks this season. And they pick up the number 1 pick. Trae Young has the 11 on the jersey to go with the 1. As well, Landry Fields played for the Knicks. New York, the 11th state. Trae Young wears the 11. New York equals 111, 111 like 11, and all of that, right? He was drafted by the Spurs. DeJounte Murray, selected by the Silver and Black in the first round of the 2016 NBA draft. Whew. Okay. You see that off of Instagram. And the 7'1", 224-pound SAR, that's interesting with that SARS connection. Wow. And it says the 19-year-old, he's 19 even, to go with the C19 connection. Oh my God. And Rudy Gobert, and this guy's French. And this is why Gobert's been trending. He did the money sign at the officials, and now he just had a kid. Synced up with the Utah Jazz, and all of it connected with New Orleans and the Louisiana Purchase in Louisiana. Oh, man. With the 5/7 date that synced up with 7/5, July 5th, that pops up a lot when you look at the Louisiana Purchase. Look at who's this? Castle joined Andre Drummond in 2012 as UConn's only one and done players when he declared for the draft in April after the Huskies' latest NCAA championship run. The 6'6" guard averaged 11.1 points. So you get that 111 again we were just talking about. What other potential number 1 picks? Let me go over here. Here's Gobert again. All touching the mics with that French connection with SARS. Wow, I just caught that too. That's amazing. Who are the top prospects in this year's NBA draft? Top prospects in this year's NBA draft. Name them. Oh, it doesn't want to tell me. Maybe if I hit all. So you got Stephen. Look at the names. You got SAR like SARS. You get Stephen Castle. So you get Castle. Rob Dillingham. Zachary Risharer. You got a guy named Nikola Topic. Oh my gosh, you get a fake character named Nikola Topic. Like Jokic. Can you believe it? Age 18, August 10th. So the 10th day of the 8th month birthday, and he's 18. Nikola Topic. Who's projected to take Nikola Topic? Name me potential first one options for the NBA draft. Let's click on this. Alex Sarr. Okay, Kyle Boone says Alex Sarr out of France, potentially to the Hawks. Stephen Castle to UConn. Rob Dillingham to Kentucky. Nikola Topic out of Serbia to the Spurs. Zachary, not sure what the name. That character is out of France as well. Projected to go to the Pistons. Matas Buzelis to the Hornets. Reed Shepherd to the Blazers. Number 8 projected, Dalton Necht to the Spurs. Donovan Clingan, heard of that character, out of UConn to the Grizzlies. Isaiah Collier out of USC, projected to go to the Jazz. Okay. Back over here. We'll look at that video again. All right. And just going over some more potential picks there that we mentioned. Let me see if I can show some of the actual picks of the guys. Let me share this. Let me go back here. Let me click on images. Okay, so here are some of the guys here. Scroll down. There's interesting, you get Mets on the jersey right there. Wembanyama. Last year's number 1 pick, right? You get Wembanyama, like Webb, and there's a couple more names that are interesting. Oh, I had to sneeze. There's a couple more names that are interesting. The NBA is easy to decode. Let me make sure I'm good on the mic. Okay, we're good. NBA is easy to decode. They give us the fake names, and the numbers are super obvious when they hit as well. Let me put 2024. Okay. Maybe one of these will be in the thumbnail as well. So there's some of the picks. Okay, back over here. This is going smooth. Okay, and here, look, we got a nice side connection here to show you that everything is scripted. Landry Addison Fields. Look at the middle name Addison, and you saw he played for the Toronto Raptors. That rung a bell because I was thinking of Drake's son Adonis, and Drake was synced up with the Raptors NBA championship victory against Golden State. You know, you get the Canada connection. Drake's heavily trending. You get another light-skinned character, Addison. You get son like OJ Simpson. Nicole Kidman was trending. Ron Goldman, don't forget about him. Nicole Brown Simpson as well. But you get Addison, like Adonis, makes his official debut with Mime Hand Freestyle. Disgusting. And Drake, you know, they said he drew the cover art for All the Dogs. BS, right? And look at how similar the characters look. And Landry Fields on the right looks like a few other guys too. So he's got the Raptors connection. You saw the 2 and the 6. The 62 that connected with Hawks. Look at how similar they look. Look at Landry Fields here with the Stanford. Did he attend Stanford? It says Stanford basketball camp. Nonetheless, we're looking at how similar they look. Landry Fields and Drake. So Aubrey Drake Graham. With the connection with the Toronto Raptors. Look at those guys. And Drake the Sixth God with the For All the Dogs album. Look at Landry Fields with the number 6, as it looks like he wore for the Knicks. And you get Drake the Sixth God. Whatever meaning you want to look into that, that's on you. Toronto Raptors. He was on the Raptors. Drake with the Toronto connection. What's really going on? What's really going on there? What would be the odds? You get Addison and you get Sun in there. Everything is, you know what would be the odds? Everything is scripted by numbers. The celebrities are a distraction. What's up with that?
The 14th pick in the 2020.
How do you fast forward?
The second pick will be made by the Washington or NBA draft goes to the Atlanta. One pick in the 2024 NBA draft goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
And the Hawks pick up the first pick. And let's put Mother's Day. Mother's Day, they went out of their way to mention it too, huh? I got another one on deck for y'all. There's a lot of mothers that give their sons up to the NBA. Think of Kevin Durant. So you had Mother's Day Sunday, right? Mother's Day's got 52 like Manhattan, where the Met Gala was. And I think that's where Steve Buscemi got punched. Look at that decode. Kevin Durant's very close to his mother. And Karl Anthony Towns' mother died of COVID. Durant's got the 35. Landry Fields is age 35. Durant's got the Brooklyn connection. That's where the draft is. Very close to his mother. Not saying that's weird, but they give their sons up. And who knows what they do with the mothers. All of these characters look the same. Think about it. KD credits his mom, Wanda, lovingly known as Mama Durant, as his number one source of inspiration. LeBron James' mother, how close is he to her? Oh, they're not going to tell us that. LeBron James' mother, Gloria.
According to YouTube, way before LeBron James was an NBA phenom, he was known as Gloria James' son. The kid from Akron rose to superstardom in the NBA, but never forgot his humble
They
beginnings.
divide the households. You get Akron Rose synced up with Jalen Rose. That's probably why he didn't amount to anything. He should have, though. Shout out. I mean, he was decent. Should have been better. When was Mother's Day?
In the United States of America, Mother's Day was on Sunday, May 12, 2024.
125. 125. I'm glancing at the numbers. I'm just glancing at the numbers over here. All right, I don't see it. Lottery equals 115. Can you believe it? And Trae Young's got the 11. Look. Lottery equals 115. Trae Young with the 11 and 5 on DeJounte Johnson. Oh, it's magic, y'all. How magic is it? Let's look. Here's Trae Young. He's 25. And again, they have the same birthday. There's the number 11. And Trae Young and DeJounte Johnson. Look at that. Trae Young, DeJounte Johnson. The 11 and the 5. Look at that. And then 12/5 Mother's Day. And Masonic equals 115. Wow.
The 14th pick.
There's the rundown again. So the Bulls, if you take it a step further, the Bulls with the 11th pick. Thunder 12, Kings 13. The Blazers have the 7th and the 14th pick. It looks like here. All right. Yeah, you see it. You see it, right? Okay. And we'll just go backwards. Interesting. So does Drake make another thumbnail? He does. And remember, Drake's birthday was opening day of the NBA season, October 24th. And the same birthday with Jaylen Brown, right? The Celtics. And they're trending as well. And there's going to be more. And wow, Justin Fields, even Skyler with Chicago, like Michael Air Jordan. Tom Landry, Addison like Adonis. Future, some of the rappers synced up with Atlanta as well. Young Thug, Future, and more. With all of that, just to say that. Draft like Drake as well. You had Manhattan with the Met Gala. Okay, y'all, the Hawks win NBA lottery in year where there's no clear choice for number one pick. There's going to be more. This guy's not trending for no reason. And we showed you the breakdown. His birthday will take place during the second round. So the draft kicks off one day before his birthday. 26, 62. Important. Jordan equals 26 and 62, y'all. Okay? And Bryant equals 26, with that number being, and Kobe dead on the 26. And I need to stop before we go. But yeah, 26 and 62, heavy here with the connections. And there's more there. Obviously, I'm going to miss some stuff, right? But yeah, the Hawks win the NBA lottery in a year where there's no clear choice for the number one pick, right? And let me show you again one more time. There's Landry Fields. You see he's age 35. And then let's show, here's Trae Young. Think about the name too. You get Young with all that's going on with the Diddy stuff and Cassie. Think about it. There's Trae Young right there. And let's show you DeJounte Murray, probably synced up with Jamal Murray. And there you see the number 5, and Trae Young drafted number 5 in his draft. You get the same birthday here. And you see how it connected with other trending stories. You see DeJounte Murray right there, pick number 29. All right, before I catch on to more, back over here. Hawks win NBA lottery in year where there's no clear choice for number one pick. Appreciate y'all. We have reached, we're still wrapping up Monday, 13th, right? So we're about to be on 14/5, right? So it's 8:52 right now, Monday, May 13th. So we're about to hit 14/5 here in a few hours it'll be Tuesday, right? So you see a little bit of the behind the scenes there. And let me open this up. All right, appreciate y'all. Until next time.